Hey y'all, I'm Angela from Schooling with Grace, your go-to chaos the confidence specialist and fellow homeschool mom who has definitely Googled, am I accidentally breaking the law with this homeschool co-op? Today we're talking all the legal stuff with homeschool co-ops. If you have ever wondered what the actual legal requirements are for starting a homeschool co-op, or if you're afraid that the homeschool police are going to show up at your next potluck and drag you away, this video is for you. We're going to break down all of the information that you need without the legal mumbo jumbo. Here's the thing. When you gather a group of homeschool families together, you're not just planning park days and science labs. You're running something that most states might consider a business or even an educational institution, depending on where you live. So yes, it's going to be important for you to know the basics, but don't worry, this doesn't have to be scary or complicated. I'm going to walk you through everything that you need to know so you don't need to freak out and you're going to know where to go for help. The first thing you need to do is know your state's homeschool laws. Before you do anything else, check what your state's homeschool laws are. Every state has different requirements when it comes to homeschooling. And while most don't directly regulate homeschool co-ops, your group could fall under certain guidelines depending on its size, its structure, or whether or not you're collecting money. If you haven't already yet, check out hslda.org's website. They've got really friendly state-by-state breakdowns that are going to be perfect for all of our little mom brains, or big mom brains. Just because you call it a homeschool co-op doesn't mean that the state actually sees it that way. Some states consider co-ops to be private schools. Don't assume, just check it out, okay? Decide on your group's legal structure. That's going to be step 2. Take a deep breath. We're going to talk about legal identity here. You've got options. Are you an informal homeschool group, which is just a few families who are gathering together, sharing resources? There's no fees involved. That is going to equal low legal risk. Or are you an unincorporated association? Still casual, but maybe you're going to need some bylaws or agreements. Or perhaps you're a nonprofit organization, or you're planning to be, more like a 501c3. More formal, more paperwork, but opens up benefits like insurance, donations, and church partnerships. If you're not sure which one you are, totally fine. Most people probably start out, or most groups start out as just a group of moms coming together, and then a few years later they end up with bylaws or opening a bank account and in the name of the co-op, and then the growth begins to happen. Just plan for that. Step 3. We're going to think about the insurance. Yes, I said the I word. Look, I hate paying for insurance just as much as the next mom who buys snacks for 20 plus kids. But if you are going to be taking groups out in public places, or you have a lot of families involved, liability insurance is going to be something that you are going to want to consider getting. Some churches require it, and actually some field trip locations require it. And heaven forbid you have a kid who slips on a glue stick and breaks a leg in the middle of the hallway. It's just going to give you some peace of mind. Step 4. Money, honey, and the IRS, okay? Fees, banking, all of that stuff. If you are collecting co-op fees, even if it's just to cover supplies, you're going to want a separate bank account. Do not, hear me when I say this, do not mix the money that you collect from your co-op with your own personal bank account, even if that's the easiest thing to do. You're going to need a clear record of income and expenses. Possibly an EIN number, that's that employer identification number, easily can be gotten online, especially if you're formalizing things. You are not automatically a business, but money changes the game. Keep it simple, keep it clean, and keep the receipts in a folder and not buried underneath last year's math books, okay? Ask me how I know. Step 5, when to get help and who to ask. If you, please don't do this alone. I can't repeat how many times I have to say this. Don't do this alone. If your group is growing and you are unsure, or if you are unsure about what the structure is for it, This this is when you're going to call in like all of those big dogs. You're going to call in a lawyer possibly that is familiar with the homeschool laws in your state. You're going to call in a CPA or an accountant who can help you with budgeting and taxes, or call in HSLDA's group services. They are incredible when it comes to understanding our crazy world. This is not admitting defeat. This is leveling up your leadership. So here's the big takeaway. You don't have to be a legal expert to start a homeschool co-op. You just need to be informed, intentional, and willing to ask for help when you need it. And trust me, if I can figure this out, so can you. If you need more help, head on over to my website, schoolingwithgrace.com, where I have lots of resources available to you there. Or check out my ebook, How to Start a Homeschool Co-op, where I dig a little bit deeper into these subjects. Got any questions? Drop them in the comments. Like this video if it helped you take a deep breath, and subscribe for the next video where we're going to talk about how to find the right families for your co-op, because nobody wants the mama drama, right? You've got this, and I'm cheering you on.